Ladies and gentlemen, we continue our reading today with all the books of madness. Let's see what we got on the list. Am I just gonna do these in order? Is there like one book that's like longer that we could end everything on? Zealotry? No, definitely not. Wabbajack? Nope. God, these books are all super short. Okay. God, I've missed the short books, but I probably shouldn't have saved them all for last, huh? 20 pages. All right. Shivering Bestiaries. That's gonna be a boring fucking book. I already know. Damn, we're gonna fly through these books. These are all like super short books, dude. I think we'll probably. I'm thinking probably save Myths of Sheoth for last. I don't know if that's actually gonna be a good book or not. Guide to New Sheoth. And or maybe we do From Frog to Man last. No, that's only 5 pages. Sorry, maybe that's a lot less exciting than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, I think we'll probably save that one for last. I don't know. These books are all super short, though, so we should be able to finish these rather quickly, I would imagine. Yeah, alright. We'll start off with Elytra's Life, and then we'll probably just go down from there. Yeah, Myths of Sheoth, we'll skip over that one when we get there. But anyway, in Elytra's Life by Carmel. It is a strange life that I have chosen, here amongst the beasts of these shivering isles. These Elytra, a most gentle creature, if ever there were a gentle creature. They have welcomed me among their brood as one of their own. I have made my life and home in their tunnels, as if they were my own humble cabin, and indeed, I have been invited into their warm family unit. Many who encounter the Elytra are initially set to unrest by their appearance. Their size alone is sufficient to unsettle most of the humanoid races. The enlarged thorax can grow to be as large as a human male, and nearly a full span in girth. When I first encountered my insectoid friends, I believed the enlarged thorax to be a method to manufacture the ichor that is vital to the lives of the Elytra. In truth, the thorax is the precious womb where their noble lives begin. However, one cannot discount the significance of the ichor that gathers at the spike near the base of the thorax. This precious substance emits a smell that most will describe as acidic and sour, although I find it to be a delight. The ichor serves the most brilliant purpose of the Elytra. It is used to paralyze living tissue of other creatures, rendering them unable to resist the advances of the Elytra. See, that's something I wouldn't know because I resist all magic. Here is where the true brilliance takes place. When choosing a suitable host, the Elytra will impose itself on the creature. Any creature that draws breath seems to be biologically suitable for this purpose. I myself have witnessed Elytra matrons choose creatures that range from simple wolves to a brilliant Khajiit alchemist. Each time the host is chosen carefully. Oh, I know that the superstitious farmers of the Isles will say that the Elytra will attack any creature, but after what I've seen, I know that they approach each host with the utmost care. I don't know about that one, fam. The host is injected, and their body becomes enriched with the flowing sweetness of the ichor. They relax and quickly expire as the magical nature of the Elytra stain takes a hold of the host in its gentle grasp. After the host moves on, the Elytra nests its egg in the still warm shell of the host. Oh, jeez. There, the eggs warm and grow over a period of mere days, feeding on the giving flesh of the host. Soon after, the hatchlings emerge and stumble forward into the world. Goddamn, that is fucking gross. Alright, well, that's one book. From Frog to Man. From Frog to Man by Mikas Rauberek. The life cycle... Oh, right, Grummites. Yeah, I should have known that. But From Frog to Man is just a funny fucking name for a book, though. The life cycle of the Grummites is rather unique. They appear to be a deviant version of frogs, and may even be distantly related to Argonians. I don't know about that one. Maybe. Probably not, no. Although I have no direct evidence of that. Like the humble frog, the Grummite is born from eggs found in or near water. The eggs hatch into tiny polywogs no bigger than my hand. The polywog grows quickly, and inside of a few weeks grows limbs and changes into an amphibious ballywag. The ballywog will live for up to 2 years, growing to be larger than a man in both length and weight. Right. Eventually, the adult ballywag will feel the urge to seek out deep water and bury itself in the mud. It hibernates there for many months, gestating into a Grummite. I have been unable to determine the exact time of gestation. The Grummite emerges from the mud fully grown. New Grummites never leave the water and are consumed with the urge to mate. Females leave the water to hang their eggs. They are hung over the water to keep them out of reach of aquatic predators, while still allowing the pollywogs to fall into the water when they hatch. Once a female has laid her eggs, she turns her back on them. She will live her life more on land than in the water, although never far from it. The male's mating urges subside after 6 months to a year. He too takes to the land and, like the female, does nothing to protect his eggs. Adult Grummites have a sort of primitive culture. Crafton Highbrow maintains that they are cunning craftsmen that make jewelry and weapons, even mining ore. This is plainly ridiculous, although it's genuinely a fact because we've fucking seen it. Although I have not determined the they could always just get their tools somewhere. Although I have not determined the source of their tools and adornments, I am certain that they trade with other civilized races for such things. Are you sure about that? I don't know. As for tales of magic-casting Grummites, that is even more ludicrous. While their primitive brains are surprisingly large, they clearly do not have the intelligence to learn the arcane crafts. I do not know how Crafton managed to train his pet Grummite to cast spells, but I assure all my readers that it is a trick of some sort. We've met Grummites that cast spells. Or maybe, did they actually cast... Yeah, no, they did, right? Or do they just have those staffs? I don't quite recall. I'm pretty sure they actually cast the spells, though. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Alright, well, while we're on this topic of all these different kinds of animals, let's, the Liturgy of Affliction. Is that another, That's not... No, that's not. Okay. I know there was definitely at least one or two others that was definitely related to... Fuck, which one was it? Maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, we're just gonna knock out a lot of these super short books today, I guess. Zealotry of Sheoth. The self-proclaimed zealots of Sheoth believe our liege lord to be not just a man of mystery and wondrous powers, but a living god. They believe this will sustains the lands and his whim supports all things in it. They believe ardent soul, who reads the winds in our entrails, was the mortal aspect of Lord Sheoth, and will come again to cleanse the realm. Since these claims are clearly ridiculous, it can be assumed that all zealots are quite mad. Wait, who wrote this book, though? Because, like, the self-proclaimed zealots of believe our liege lord to be not just a man of mysterious and wondrous powers, but a living god. Isn't that, like, how everybody views the man? No? Or, okay, I suppose the zealots are, like, super firm believers in it, and then probably the heretics are, like, the opposite. They don't really believe in him being a god. So I guess they're probably just kind of at war with each other. But then, like, why do the zealots, like, hate me? Like, I don't have anything against Sheoth. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in this book. The zealots cannot be reasoned with. They cannot be treated with easily. They attack almost anyone on sight, assuming them to be heretics or non-believers. They fight to the death, reveling in the carnage. Okay. Yeah, I suppose they're just so... Okay, alright, fair enough. The reader might ask then, how does one join the zealots? After much research, I discovered that zealots sneak into settled areas and leave sets of robes behind. Anyone inclined toward zealotry can don these robes and approach the zealots safely. It is said that zealot leaders It is said that zealot leaders can see the true heart of a supplicant, even if he wears the robes, and will slay any false supplicants. Yeah, just how you know, like, you cannot don their clothes and just start, walking among them. Even then, the zealots have painful rituals meant to prove their fealty to Sheoth. Only the most devout supplicants are accepted into their ranks. Those who fail these tasks are put to death. Once a supplicant is accepted as a zealot, he is taught ceremonies and sorcerer's secrets. The best known of these is summoning flesh atronachs to do their bidding. These powerful creatures are formidable foes. Well, that's the zealots. Let's also hear about the heretics as well while we're here. What's the name of that book? Heretical Thoughts. Alright. Heretical Thoughts. Zealotry is an abomination that must be wiped from the Shivering Isles. We cannot suffer their beliefs to spread to even one more soul. They name us heretics for our lack of belief. We gladly accept the name, and will make an honorable one. It is not hearsay to speak truth. It is not hearsay to speak out against an unjust lord. It is not hearsay to take arms and action in defense of true belief. We are the so-called heretics of the Shivering Isles, but we do not speak hearsay. We speak the truth. Our Lord Sheoth is but a man. He is only flesh and blood, not a god, and certainly not a Daedric prince. There are no princes in the realms of the Daedra, only vile servitors, such as the Hungers, that we summon to do our bidding. Sheoth the False is a mad despot. Years of dabbling in foul magic and consorting with Daedra have driven him mad. He is not a fit ruler, let alone divine. He perverts the teachings of Arden Soul, he who gave his heart's blood. When the truth of our cause is common knowledge among the people, we will drive him from New Sheoth and put the cesspool to the sword. His 4 limbs will be scattered to the 4 winds. His head will rest upon the hill of suicides, and his heart shall be burnt in the flames of freedom. His entrails shall be fed to the dogs. We will make all the people of the Shivering Isles wear the robes of the heretics. By these robes we know each other to be true non-believers. The people shall return to the wilderness and live among the wild things, as we do. They will see the wisdom and purity of the life we lead, and they will hail us as saviors. Yeah, very heretical thoughts right there. I mean, you guys are just genuinely in the wrong. I mean, the heretics are clearly just 1,000% wrong, but the zealots are just like a little too devout, you know? Like, you don't need to go fucking killing everything, maybe, you know? Alright, Guide to New Sheoth, 20 pages, yeah, let's not do that one quite yet. Actually, or do we just end this reading today on the guide? Yeah, I think maybe we'll do that. Yeah. This will be our last book for today, sure. A Traveler's Guide to New Sheoth and the Shivering Isles, by Brenneth Arelane. New Sheoth is generally recognized as the jewel of the Shivering Isles, the culinary and cultural epicenter of the entire realm. Founded at the whim of our Lord Sheoth, the city is a model of the Mad God's own perfect vision. First-time visitors to New Sheoth are often impressed by the warmth, generosity, and general good humor of its residents, at least on the blue side. Visitors are welcomed with open arms, and generally made to feel as if they are a part of the larger New Sheoth family. The sheer scope of the sights and sounds in the city can be daunting to the new visitor, and this guide aims to make the transition as easy as possible for newcomers. Visitors will find the city is divided into 3 main sections: Bliss, Crucible, and the Palace. Bliss and Crucible house the majority of residential and commercial buildings in the city, while the Palace area houses the magnificent Palace of Sheoth, as well as the residences of the reigning Dukes of Mania and Dementia. Though located in the same city, visitors will find that the Bliss and Crucible areas of New Sheoth offer distinct experiences. The shining parapets and golden roads of Bliss stand in stark contrast to the rustic buildings and unpaved streets of Crucible. Travelers interested in a bustling nightlife and fine cuisine might prefer time spent in Bliss, renowned for its extravagant galas and spirited affairs. Visitors who seek a quieter experience would do well to spend their time exploring Crucible. God, this is really like a very well... mid-sentence. I'm exploring Crucible, where dark seducer patrols encourage a more serene way of life. Yeah, this is such a positive light being spun here. Because, goddamn, I mean, like... Bliss does actually seem like a nice place to live. Crucible, not so much, my dude. I don't think anyone likes living there. No matter your tastes, New Sheoth promises an experience like no other. This guide will give advice on how to best navigate the oft confusing, though ultimately rewarding channels of this magnificent city. Arriving at New Sheoth. Travelers to New Sheoth will arrive at its gates from either the highlands of Mania or the swampy lowlands of Dementia. Many make the mistake of hurrying directly to the gates of the city without exploring the beautiful and majestic countryside outside the city walls. This is certainly a mistake, as the forests and glades of the Shivering Isles are unlike those found anywhere else in all the realms. All the realms? What other realms are we talking about? Interesting. Some discussion of these areas is warranted, as exploring them is vital to experiencing all that the region has to offer. Mania, vibrant land of towering flora. Walking amongst the giant mushroom trees of Mania is an experience any new visitor to the Shivering Isles is not soon to forget. Hours spent wandering in the forests of spore trees, breathing deeply of the spore-laden air. These are the times destined to remain a part of you forever. Feelings of peace and contentment wash over the body and calm the soul. It can seem as if you haven't a care in the world. Take the time to examine the beautiful plant life found in the region. Treat yourself to alocasia fruit, which is known to have restorative properties, or pluck an aster bloom core, which some locals believe has the ability to ward off the attacks of evil spirits. If you plan on spending some time in the Mania countryside, consider visiting the small community of Hale. The residents are mostly local artists and are very welcoming to wary travelers. Very true, actually. Be sure to explore the lovely areas surrounding Hale and enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. A cautious traveler is a safe traveler, though, even in the idyllic lands of Mania. While the paths that wind through the scenic countryside are generally safe, the surrounding regions pose some danger for the careless traveler. Mania is home to a number of indigenous animal species, some of which could do threatening to a less seasoned adventurer. We recommend sticking to clearly marked paths when traveling anywhere within the Shivering Isles. The slow grace of dementia. It is often said, time spent in dementia is time not spent elsewhere. Truer words were never spoken. Many have spent days roaming the small islets of dementia, enjoying the scenic views over the majestic lowlands, travel over the quaint bridges that span the small islands of southern dementia, and enjoy a beautiful sunset among the moss-covered trees. If you're looking for a place to relax while exploring the lands of dementia, we suggest a visit to Deep Wallow. The small community is a working farm where the residents use a unique method of raising crops of some of the extraordinarily local plant life. The residents of Deep Wallow are private people, so care should be taken in approaching them. Yeah, there's a fucking slave. There's fucking a slaver with 2 Khajiit slaves who also think that they're gods or some shit. I don't really quite... Yeah, never quite understood that one. Once you've learned their customs, we found them to be a most interesting group with whom to spend some time. Tip: for an exciting day trip, visit the Hills of Suicide, a site unlike any other in all the Shivering Isles, located in central Dementia. Travelers should not pass up the opportunity to take in the sights of this unique and fascinating location. There is no fee to visit the hill, though some travelers have found it almost impossible to leave. Oh boy. The ghosts are we talking about? Oh jeez. Getting to the Shivering Isles. Arrival to the Shivering Isles is solely at the discretion of our Lord Sheoth, Prince of Madness. I would imagine... I thought this book would only be found in the Shivering Isles, but maybe not. Getting around. The best way to explore the Shivering Isles is by foot. Take the time to meander along the paths that stretch along the beautiful landscape. A weary traveler can often find a place to rest at one of the many campsites found dotted across the world. Accommodations. Expensive. The Choosy Beggar, Bliss, Raven Biter and his wife, Sheer Meadish, run a fine restaurant and inn in the Bliss district of New Sheoth. The rooms are nicely appointed, and the food is above average for the area. We highly recommend trying the wine. It's some of the best in the city. Many travelers find lunch to be an especially good time to visit the Choosy Beggar. Though the prices are no lower, the earlier hour often finds Sheer Meadish in a more accommodating mood. The Choosy Beggar. Okay. Yeah, it's very... Yeah. It's an interesting name. Moderate. Sickly Bernice's Tap House, Crucible. Ah, my favorite. Don't let the name fool you. Sickly Bernice's tap house is exactly what you'd expect from an inn located in downtown Crucible. The lodgings, while not as opulent as those found at the nearby Choosy Beggar, are satisfactory. Sickly Bernice is an affable hostess when she is well enough to work. The food is palatable, as are the beverages. After a visit, make sure to see Errol at Errol's Mysteries. He sells a wide assortment of magics, including some wonderful, low-cost cure disease spells. Yep. Gotta make sure, yeah, it's a good time when you're there, but just make sure when you leave, make sure you get a spell to cure yourself, because you gonna catch something. Oh, boy. Shopping. Common Treasures, Bliss. If you're looking for, well, anything, Common Treasures and Bliss is anything but flawless pearls. Common Treasures and Bliss is a good place to start. Trader Tilf's Arleth has a wide assortment of wares available to the discerning customer. She's also more than willing to negotiate a good price for those unwanted items you may find in your travels. Cutter's Weapons, Bliss. There's not a finer weapon shop to be found in all of New Sheoth. Damn, shots fired. Cutter runs a fine establishment and usually keeps a good variety of weapons in stock and ready for use. She'll do repairs for you on the spot, and she seems to take extra special care with your bladed weapons. This shop is not to be missed. Books of Bliss. Books of Bliss, Bliss. If you're looking for reading material on your journey, this is the place to get it. Santir is a very, very friendly bookseller with a keen eye for more than just books. Yes, definitely. You won't be disappointed if you spend some of your hard-earned gold in this establishment. The Missing Pauldron, Crucible. If it's armor you're in the mood to buy, look no further than the Missing Pauldron in Crucible. Wait, the Missing Pauldron, Crucible. No, the Missing Pauldron is in Bliss. Yeah. Wait, Cutter's... Nah, bruh, Cutter is definitely in Crucible. They mix those up. They definitely mix those up, right? Am I going crazy? Yeah. No, Cutter's Weapons is definitely in Crucible. While the Missing Pauldron is definitely in Bliss. Okay. Huh. Wow, odd. Odd that they would fuck up something like that, huh? If it's armor you're in the mood to buy, look no further than the Missing Pauldron in Crucible, or actually Bliss. Recently reopened under the new manager Dumag Grobank, the shop seems to be doing quite well. Dumag will be happy to sell you some new armor, repair your old favorites, or just sit a while and tell you the rather long and interesting story of his life. Yeah, because that's the super gay guy. That's the guy who's just hitting on everybody. Yeah. Errol's Mysteries, Crucible. Many adventurers don't like to travel without a full spell book, and Errol's is the place to go in New Sheoth to stock up on the latest in spell making. Damn, it's like he clearly has his own favorites. It sometimes seems time stands still as you browse through the excellent selection of spells. Highly recommended. Oh god, that's the guy who tries to pause time or whatever. I forgot exactly what he was saying about that. Things found, Crucible. It's an odd assortment of items, to be sure, but it's never a dull day when you visit Things Found in Crucible. Owner Abhunky, has scoured the realm in search of the most intriguing and varied assortment of magical items to be found almost anywhere. Take some time and browse around. You never know what you might find. Wow, surprised he didn't mention the what the hell is it called? The tour lady, you know? The lady that gives all the tours with the Museum of Oddities. Yeah, really surprised she didn't mention that. Odd. Anyway, that is going to do it for today. So, with that, thank you for watching. We've knocked out quite a few books. I mean, most of them were extraordinarily short books, but quite a few books nonetheless. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Oh, weird that the divide is actually, further over here, huh? Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, and subscribe, and I hope you join us for our next episode, where we'll be continuing reading more of the books of this beautiful, wondrous land. Yeah, not sure how long it'll take us to read these books. I'm imagining probably only another video or two, which is nice, because we've been reading a very, very long time now. Yeah, it's been way too long that we've just been sitting in this courtyard reading different books, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, till the next time, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and goodbye.
Cause I don't wanna see the glow without you. Refuse to even leave my home without you. Or my brain's gonna explode without you. I don't even know how to cope without you. Cause I don't wanna see the glow without you. Refuse to even leave my home without you. Or my brain's gonna explode without you.